Press 1 for English or 2 for Spanish. Hi, my name is Lizabeth Ahmad. I'm going to talk to you about why America could greatly benefit from having an official language. Please keep an open mind and no offense intended. Since our country was founded using English and it has been spoken since the early 1600s, it makes sense to designate English as the official language in the United States of America. The United States was founded by a diversity of cultures, races, and nationalities. Our forefathers took the best ideas, concepts, and values from many countries to form and design the government. During this time, the language spoken was English. English was the language of communication at that time. Even today, English is the official language of over 50 countries, but not the United States. I maintain the belief that English should be the official language of the United States. In doing so, the English language would create cohesion with a common language throughout the country and enable everyone to communicate. The importance and necessity of creating a common language for the United States is emphasized by U.S. English Chairman Mauro E. Mujica when he said President Obama and a group of U.S. senators recognized the importance of the unifying role of the English language in a political immigration reform. He said the Obama administration and Congress are both in agreement on the important detail learning English is critical for immigrants to this country to assimilate and contribute with their fullest to the U.S. economy. According to Rasmussen reports in May 2009, 84% of Americans say English should be the official language of the United States. Only 9% disagree. According to newer Rasmussen reports, a national telephone survey, 7% are not sure. So, if the majority of American citizens want English to be the official language of the U.S., we must wonder why 33 senators voted against an amendment to the Immigration Bill 1348 to make English the official language of America. In 2007, retired Colonel Harry Riley said, "Voting against designating English as the official language reflects betrayal, political surrender, violates your Pledge of Allegiance, dishonors historical principle, rejects patriotism, borders on traitorous actions, and, in my opinion, makes you unfit to serve as a U.S. Senator." These are very strong words and opinions from a U.S. citizen. This makes you wonder about the decisions made by President Clinton in EO 13166, which forces taxpayers to pay for government documents, voting ballots, and other official papers to be translated and published in over 20 different languages. People speaking over 100 languages can demand documents in their language, and this costs the taxpayers billions of dollars. So if English was established as the official language of the U.S., it would save the billions of dollars and be far more efficient and economical. Other politicians supported English as the common and official language of the U.S., and that is Representative Steve King, Republican representative for Iowa. He proposed an amendment that was co-sponsored by Representative Ernest Istook, Republican representative for Oklahoma, which would strip this foreign language mandate from the VRA. They enjoyed total support of all Americans who believed that this nation must remain unified by a common language. King argued multilingual ballots encourage cultural divisions and burden taxpayers. They also make a mockery of the requirement that immigrants need to read and understand English in order to become naturalized citizens. Allowing immigrants to not be required to learn and use English and singularly use their language will and does effectively institutionalize them in perpetuity in America. In order to become an American citizen, you must learn English. As a responsible citizen in support of English as the official language in the United States, a petition should be created and signed by the citizens of the United States. This petition would be submitted to Congress to be made into a law so that going forward English would be the official language of the United States. Advocates of the opposite argument on English, Draper and Jimenez, suggest that official English language policy would punish immigrants who are slow to learn English or choose not to learn English. The key word is choose and not unable. For the few who may have learning disabilities, the billions of dollars we are currently spending to print out government forms could be used to provide free classes to teach English at a slower rate in order to accommodate their learning disabilities. They may have personal reasons. They may not be able to take English language courses, or there may be work restrictions that prevent them from learning English. Draper and Jimenez find the official English policy to be problematic and that it may shut out immigrants who are legal residents or citizens and prevent them from using the common processes and procedures of the United States. Other advocates for not designating English as the official language have tried saying the reason people want to designate English as the official language is just about control. Control has nothing to do with any of the main reasons for having a designated language amongst citizens. Despite these arguments of the anti-English policy of the advocates, the numbers of Americans who support the English policy far exceed the opposition. The people who want English to be the designated language of the U.S. aren't trying to take the native language from the immigrants. They simply want a common language to be used in order to communicate. Since English is what is used all around the world, as well as America's native language, it makes sense to make the official language in America. So, even though we have one past president who favored multilingual laws and government documentation prepared in multiple languages, we find that most Americans prefer and support English as the official language of the United States of America. Our current president also supports this policy, as well as senators and congressmen. English as the common and official language of the United States would be more economical and efficient throughout the government, as well as ease communication between all citizens. It would create a common bond of unity. If you support this decision, would you be willing to join me in signing a petition? Let's all work together to reunite America by most importantly creating a common language so we can all communicate. Thanks for listening.